everybody, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Chelsea and I make videos about Disney, veganism, sustainability and just general kind of lifestyle videos. So if that interests you, then make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell so that you can be notified every time that I upload a video. So today's video is going to be all about moving to Disneyland Paris, which is so exciting. I can't even describe to you how excited I was on this day. So yeah, I'm basically going to talk you through step by step what to expect, and then at the end of the video I'm also going to go through what is included in your rooms so that you know that you don't have to bring it with you. So I'm just going to get straight into the video. So the first thing that you're going to be doing on the moving day is getting your flight or train. So I had to get on the train I think at like 4 AM to get to London in time, so I took the Eurostar to Disney and my Eurostar was at like 7 AM or something like that. It was early, and so it takes about 40 minutes to get to London by train. I think they ask you to be at the Eurostar at least an hour before your train. It might be like 45 minutes. I'm pretty sure it's an hour before your train they ask you to be there. So yeah, I had to leave. I had to be on like the 5 AM train, or like I have a feeling I was on like the 4:30 AM train, so I was literally getting up at like 3:34, which was horrible, but I was moving to Disneyland Paris, so you know, it's bearable to get up that early. It's like going on holiday when you have to catch an early flight. I mean, it wasn't too bad. Like obviously once you're on the train you can sleep again, but I had to swap in Lille. I would have definitely preferred a direct to Disneyland Paris because oh my goodness, I can't tell you how hard this journey was with my heavy bags, because my bag, because there's no weight limit, it was heavy. And I had a big suitcase and a little suitcase, like a hand luggage size suitcase, and then a handbag. And oh my goodness, my big suitcase was so heavy. And actually I think my little suitcase was pretty heavy as well, because I put the heavier stuff in my little suitcase so that my big suitcase wouldn't be as heavy, and it still was. And oh my goodness, I was sweating on the transfer between Lille and Lille because you have to walk, and it's like about 10-15 minute walk I think between the stations, and I'm pretty sure it was uphill, and oh my goodness, it was so hard and no one offered to help me, and oh, it was horrible. Basically just make sure that you are able to actually lift up your own luggage. Obviously I could, but it was a struggle. Yeah, it's gonna be a hard day and it's gonna be a long day, but you're moving to Disneyland Paris, so it's gonna be a great afternoon, evening. So once you get to Valley Station, which is the Disney Village, you're gonna want to get on a shuttle to go to whichever hotel is the meeting point. For me it was Cheyenne, so I don't know if that's always where they meet, but that's where mine was. And when I was like getting off the Eurostar, I saw a girl who I was like, I'm sure I recognise her from the audition, but she looks very different, but it could be her, but I didn't say anything to her at that point. And then I saw her walking around like Marne Valley Station a bit lost, and I was like, I think I'm just gonna follow her. And then I saw this girl go out one of the doors and I was like, I'm gonna follow her. And then I saw some buses, got on the bus, and she was on that bus, and I was like, she's definitely here for that. And when we got off the bus, I still hadn't talked to her by this point because I was like, what if she's not? What if she's just a guest? How embarrassing. Anyway, I got to the hotel, I went inside and I was like, what do I do? Like, because I got there at like 11 AM I think, maybe like 11:30, and like I had like 3 hours to wait for the meeting. And I was like going in and I was like, it just says meet at Hotel Cheyenne. So I was like, where? Like it's a pretty big place, you know? So I went in and I asked like the receptionist, I was like, oh, I'm here to work at Disney. I've been told to meet at this hotel. Do you know where it is? And everyone was like, oh no, I don't know. And I was like, I'm gonna cry. Like I was just like, I don't know what to do. I'm in a country, no one speaks my language, and I was stressing out and I was nearly crying. And I was like, right, calm down, Chelsea. Go and speak to this girl. She might be in the exact same position. And guess what? She was also here to work at Disney. She was also so confused, had no idea where we were supposed to be going. So I was like, great, if I get lost, at least I'm now with someone. So we went and sat in Starbucks for like the 3 hours, got some lunch and just chatted, and it was really nice to get to know her. So basically, if you see someone who looks just as lost as you with some big suitcases on their own, chances are they're there to also work at Disneyland Paris. So go and talk to them, get to know them, because they're going going to be your formation. So you're going to be spending the next like 2 weeks with them. So yeah, get to know them. So once you all meet in the hotel, this is going to be your formation, which is really exciting. So this is basically the group of people that you're going to be training with for the next week or so. And they're also going to be probably some of your pretty good friends. Most people are really good friends with their formations. So yeah, you're going to be spending a lot of time with them, so hopefully you like them. So then basically you're going to have a little meeting with the casting directors. They're going to give you a bit more information. It's your chance to ask any questions that you have. They're going to like, you're going to be handing in like your forms that you've hopefully already filled out about your bank. If not, then I think they'll provide you with one. And they're going to be able to answer any questions that you have. And then they will take you to your accommodation, which is exciting. At least it is until you get there. No, I'm kidding. Hopefully yours won't be as bad as mine was. So when you get to your accommodation, you're gonna like fill out some more papers, sign your contract and everything. But I have to say, before you sign your contract, ask to go and see your room, please, because I know that once you're there, it's probably too late. There's nothing that you could do. Like, you probably could go into Disney temporary accommodation if your accommodation is bad. Like, if you're a CDD, you're fine. Trust Disney. But if you're a CDI, just ask to see your room before you move into it, because they didn't show me my room before I signed my contract and moved in. And I wish that I had asked to see it, because I didn't really think to ask to see it. And I got there and it was so dirty. There was no fire alarm. The mattress was so old that it basically had like a hole in it. I had a really sore back for the first few days. And like all the cutlery and stuff was disgusting. It was so dirty, and there were like splat marks on the wall. There was paint peeling off. Like, there was a lot wrong with the room. If you want to know more, watch my Disney accommodation video, which is linked up in the corner. And yeah, I mean, it was bad. So just ask to go and see your room before, and if it's not to a good standard, then just be like, I'm not moving in there. Like, it just, you know, get them to sort their stuff out. More often than not, you're going to be okay. But if you have an experience like mine, it wasn't okay. I couldn't even stay there on the first night. I ended up staying with one of the girls from my formation and her parents. They were so lovely that they let me stay. They had a spare bed because her brother, I think, was supposed to come, but he couldn't come in the end. So I was able to stay with them in their apartment, which was lovely. And I was so thankful, because I was in tears when I got there. Like, I didn't know what to do about my accommodation. Like, I was looking up having to stay in the Ibis, which was like opposite where I lived. And oh my gosh, I was just so stressed out, and it was horrible. So yeah, check your room, check that there is a fire alarm, and check that you have a duvet and pillow on your bed, because they're supposed to be provided for you, but mine weren't. So if I hadn't stayed with my friend, then I would have had to have got like a hotel, because I didn't have blankets or anything to cover me. So that would have been a cold night. So then you can start unpacking and getting settled into your room. You might want to go and buy some cleaning wipes and just like clean your drawers and stuff. So then you can message all the people in your formation. Hopefully you added each other on Facebook during that first meeting, and you can like plan to go out for dinner with them and to Disney Village and stuff, whatever you like. So you're gonna want to go to the bank as soon as possible. The bank is only open until I think 2 on Saturdays, and then I'm pretty sure Sundays and Mondays is closed. So if you arrive on like Thursday and then you're working Friday, and then you don't go Saturday morning, then you're going to have to wait until Tuesday to be able to go to the bank. If you're on a CDI, you'll need to book a meeting to get your bank card, and if you're on a CDD, I think you literally just need like your passport and like maybe a copy of your contract or something, and they just give it to you there. And then you can also get a little SIM card. When I was there was an offer that was 100 gigs for 20 euros a month, which is amazing, and obviously like unlimited texts and calls, so it was really good. And I'm pretty sure they'll probably still have that deal. So yeah, go for that. Don't need to pay for the Wi-Fi unless you stream a lot of Netflix. If you just stream like one program every now and again, or a movie every now and again, then you'll be absolutely fine. I barely used any of my data, but there was like 1 month where I streamed the whole series of You in like 4 days. And like I watched like a couple of other films, and I think I nearly hit the 100 gigs, but I was still good. So yeah, you probably don't need to pay for the Wi-Fi as well if you get that SIM card, but maybe pay for it for like the first month or so, just so that you have something. Okay, so I'm gonna really quickly go over what is included in the accommodation. So in your accommodation, you get cutlery. So you get, I think it's the same in pretty much all of them. So you get 2 of everything. And then you get saucepan, frying pan, plates and bowls, like cups, but they are tiny cups. They're like literally this big, like I'm not even kidding. They're big enough for like 2 sips of water. So I would recommend bringing some mugs and then you can drink water from them. But what I did was I had a lot of jam on toast for breakfast while I was there, and so I kept the jam jars and used those as glasses. You get a wooden spoon and a mixing bowl, but there's no sharp knife, so maybe bring one or buy one. No chopping boards, no mugs as I've said, and no spatulas, but you do get a wooden spoon. Or like, mine wasn't even a spoon, it was like a wooden spatula. And then you don't get a can opener, so maybe buy one of those or bring one. And you don't get like peelers and graters and everything like that, so bring that if you want it. And then you also get included your duvet and 1 pillow, so if you're in the CDI accommodation you get like a square pillow. Really odd. And then you also get bedding, so like you get 1 bed sheet, 1 duvet cover and 1 pillowcase. So yeah, as I said in my previous video, bring your own if you would like it. I do go over what kind of bed you get in each room. And there, so you get a little table. I think in most of the accommodations it's like a fold-in half table, so you can get a bit more room, but you can have it folded up if you like, and some chairs. And then you get different storage for different rooms, but all of them at least have a cupboard and some sort of drawers or shelves, a broom and a dustpan and brush, and then you get like bins. I just want to quickly add on the end of this that so that you can figure out where your closest place is. But if you are staying in the resis, so if you're staying near the mall, Val d'Europe, then your closest big shop is going to be Ocean. Oh, and also if you're in one of the CDDs, and then the other CDD and Alfie are closest to a shop called Casino. So I'm pretty sure that's the biggest shop. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did find it helpful and you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye.